Balthazar is one of the most enigmatic figures associated with the Nativity story in Christian tradition. He is traditionally known as one of the three wise men or Magi who visited the infant Jesus shortly after his birth, bringing with him a gift of gold. Though his story is deeply rooted in Christian lore, many of the details surrounding Balthazar's life, origins, and significance remain shrouded in mystery, open to interpretation and speculation. His journey and the symbolic meanings attributed to him have been a source of fascination for centuries, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and theological discussions. The story of Balthazar originates in the Gospel of Matthew, the only canonical account of the Magi. The Gospel tells of wise men from the east who followed a star to Bethlehem, seeking the newborn king of the Jews. However, the Gospel of Matthew does not specify their number, names, or places of origin. Over time, Christian tradition settled on the idea of three magi, likely due to the three gifts mentioned in the narrative: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The names of the Magi Balthazar, Melchior, and Caspar first appeared in manuscripts dating from the Middle Ages, and their individual roles and characteristics were further developed in apocryphal texts and oral traditions. Balthazar is often depicted as a dark-skinned man representing Africa, though this depiction varies across cultures and time periods. His gift, gold, is rich in symbolism. Gold was traditionally associated with kingship and power, signifying that Jesus was not just a child born in a manger, but a king destined to reign. This gift also highlighted the recognition of Jesus' significance by people from distant lands, emphasizing the universal scope of his mission. In many artistic representations, Balthazar's inclusion as an African figure underscores the idea of the universality of Christ's message and his acceptance by all nations and races. The identity of the Magi as wise men or kings also carries a deeper meaning. The term Magi originally referred to Zoroastrian priests known for their knowledge of astrology, medicine, and other sciences. Their journey to Bethlehem, guided by a star, reflects an ancient belief in celestial phenomena as divine signs. Some scholars interpret their visit as symbolic of the union of science and faith, with the Magi using their knowledge to recognize a divine truth. In this context, Balthazar, along with Melchior and Caspar, serves as a bridge between human wisdom and divine revelation. Balthazar's role in the Nativity story is also tied to the broader theme of pilgrimage and spiritual seeking. His journey from a distant land to worship the Christ child symbolizes the human quest for meaning and connection with the divine. This theme resonates with believers across cultures and ages, as it speaks to the universal desire to seek and find truth. The arduous journey of the Magi, fraught with uncertainty and guided only by faith in the star, serves as a metaphor for the spiritual journey of all who seek God. The association of Balthazar with Africa also reflects the diversity of the early Christian community. By the time the Magi's story was elaborated in Christian tradition, the faith had spread across vast regions, including Africa, Asia, and Europe. The depiction of Balthazar as an African king acknowledges the contributions of African Christians and the rich history of Christianity on the continent dating back to its earliest days. It also serves as a reminder of the inclusive nature of the Christian message. Over centuries, Balthazar and his fellow Magi have been celebrated in various ways. In many Christian traditions, the visit of the Magi is commemorated on Epiphany, a feast day marking the manifestation of Christ to the Gentiles. Epiphany celebrations often include reenactments of the Magi's journey, with Balthazar playing a prominent role. These rituals highlight the enduring significance of the Magi's visit as a moment of recognition and worship, bridging the gap between different cultures and peoples. The figure of Balthazar has also been a subject of artistic and literary exploration. From medieval manuscripts to Renaissance paintings, his image has been depicted in ways that reflect the cultural and artistic sensibilities of different eras. In many depictions, he is shown wearing elaborate robes and a crown emphasizing his royal status. The rich colors and details in these artworks often symbolize the splendor and majesty of his offering, as well as the profound spiritual truth he recognized in the Christ child. In literature, Balthazar has been portrayed as a figure of wisdom and devotion, embodying the virtues of humility and faith. His willingness to embark on a long and uncertain journey to honor a child in a humble setting speaks to the transformative power of faith and the importance of recognizing divinity in unexpected places. This theme has been explored in various ways by writers and theologians who have drawn inspiration from his story to reflect on themes of faith, sacrifice, and the universality of the Christian message. Despite the rich tradition surrounding Balthazar, many questions about him remain unanswered. Was he truly a king or simply a wise man? Where did he come from and what motivated him to undertake such a journey? These mysteries have fueled ongoing debates among scholars and believers, highlighting the complex interplay of history, tradition, and faith in shaping our understanding of his story. While historical evidence for the Magi is scant, their inclusion in the gospel narrative serves as a powerful testament to the early Christian belief in the universality of Christ's mission. Balthazar's legacy endures as a symbol of faith, wisdom, and inclusivity. His story invites reflection on the ways in which people from diverse backgrounds can come together in worship and recognition of a higher truth. It also challenges believers to embark on their own journeys of faith, following the light of divine guidance even when the path is uncertain. In this sense, Balthazar is not just a figure from a distant past, but a timeless reminder of the human capacity for wonder, devotion, and unity. Through the centuries, Balthazar's story has transcended its historical and geographical origins, resonating with people across cultures and traditions. His journey to Bethlehem continues to inspire awe and curiosity, inviting us to look beyond the surface of familiar narratives and explore the deeper meanings they hold. Whether seen as a historical figure, a symbolic representation, or a spiritual guide, Balthazar remains an integral part of the Nativity story, embodying the hope and promise of a world united in faith and love.